Srishti, I have a question,
Hanji.
if I may get one.
Sure, sure.
There's one organization which claims to be the biggest global NGO called RSS. So in our experiences of relief work and whatever alternative work we are doing on the ground, different networks, nobody mentioned, you were mentioning other networks you were collaborating with, you were encountering, and the community initiatives. So is that we are oblivious of their existence, or they don't exist, they only claim? So this is my question to couple of you who are working on the ground could respond. And at future agenda, what the issues which Manish raised, the kind of surveillance state system and the new normal in that. So those political contexts, that issue has also to be tackled somehow, because in Delhi riots, it's only the Muslims who are being picked up, or the seculars who are being picked up, be they Muslim or Hindu, and not those who actually incited, and even the ministers and ex-MLAs like Kapil Mishra. So this political context to the alternatives need to be discussed in the future agenda tomorrow sometimes, if we could have half an hour for that.
If I can come in just very quickly on this. I know I may not be there full time tomorrow either, but besides what was just mentioned, and I think personal experiences of while doing relief work, having come across situations where people have asked, why are you feeding Muslims? It was a very painful experience, especially because this came up immediately after the Northeast Delhi program, which had not even been given time to recover before we went into the lockdown, and has actually been in a very, very difficult situation for being supported in the COVID period. So one of the things that I think we might want to look at is how we can remove this word called social distancing from our vocabulary and probably bring in, it's much more physical distancing. We've always been socially distanced, whether it's the Dalits or whether it's the Muslims. And maybe, that's one kind of a movement that we might want to, vocabulary movement that we might want to carry on. That was one. The second point that I thought we might want to have a discussion on, and we all saw how very quickly the rivers and the air improved, but very quickly are coming back into that same situation. So whether there's a discussion on the new way of working. And the kind of budgets that need to be put in. We've always been talking about, many in the Vikat Sangam have also been speaking about clean production systems, and whether that's something that can be also brought in. While we look at local, can we also look at greener in the same breath? Can these be put together? So can the social and the ecological thinking and movements come together?
Okay, so विजय जी ने काफी इंटरेस्टिंग डिस्कशन खोल दिया है, जिसकी वजह से लोगों को रिस्पॉन्ड करना है. But we have one agenda point left for today. So if people can make quick comments and are okay to stay on for probably 15-20 minutes, then we can discuss and open this up. Else we would prefer कि हम अपना agenda कर लें और उसके बाद ये कल discussion हो सके. So if people are okay with staying on, we are okay to have 2 or 3 comments more on this. Because I know Abhaji wanted to say something and also Soma raised her hand.
Just to say, मुझे लगता है कि ये सारे मुद्दे कल के जो विकल्प संगम को क्या करना है, क्या प्रपोज्ड है, उसमें दोबारा उठेंगे और उठने चाहिए. So unless there is a very urgent comment somebody wants to make, can we postpone this discussion to tomorrow?
That's fine, Ashish. Absolutely fine.
हाँ, कल ही कर लें ताकि लोग सोच के अपना और भी बात हो सके।
ठीक
है, बढ़िया।
और किसी को अर्जेंट कहना हो तो और बात है। आई एम नॉट स्पीकिंग ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ अदर्स।
नचिकेत ने आरएसएस वाला एक कमेंट डाला है, बट अगेन
अगर बहुत अर्जेंट है तो बोल दीजिए, मन में मत रखिए।
हाँ, सोमा जी कह रही हैं कुछ?
सोमा जी, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, अगर आप कह रहे हैं We can't hear you very well.
Not at all. Whisper.
हेलो।
हाँ,
हेलो।
हाँ बोलिए।
मेरे विचार से अगर कल कर लें इस पे चर्चा तो ठीक है, बस कि ये बहुत भारी तरीके से उनका प्रभाव अभी भी चल रहा है।
Hopefully connect with you for tomorrow, and the idea of tomorrow is to actually focus on a lot of what we can do next. So there are some of the ideas that are emerging through the Vikalp Sangam process, in terms of that I was mentioning about Vikalp Sutra, which is to connect a lot of local networks and collaborate on that. So we will talk about that, and also to see what Vikalp Sangam process can look like and how all of us can collaborate in various ways. And some of the questions that Vijay ji was raising. So keeping all of that context in mind, we have to talk tomorrow. So I think, and some of the other stuff that I had already mentioned.